Hey CrossFit Worthiers, this is Connor. Today we're going to talk about the sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. So this continuum is used to chart biomarkers. So biomarkers are things that are measurable, such as heart rate, body fat percentage, blood pressure, it could be cholesterol, flexibility, things like that. So let's use heart rate as an example. So to chart heart rate on this continuum, on this end, someone's heart rate might be 100, 90 to 100. On the wellness side, maybe this person's heart rate is 70, resting heart rate. And then on the fitness side, for elite athletes, maybe it's around 50. So that's how you can use this continuum to chart those measurements. But then let's also talk about how we can think about this continuum in the way that we train. So CrossFit really focuses on training so that we improve all of those health measurements. And the reason we do this is to create a buffer against sickness. So let's run through a scenario. Let's say we have a person who is pretty inactive. Maybe they have a high body fat percentage, they have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, they're not exercising very much, and they fall somewhere along here on the continuum based on all those health measurements. And then this person suffers from an injury, so they become even more sedentary. They don't have a great diet, so they're not eating well. So some of those health measurements start to decline. So they're gaining weight, body fat percentage goes up, blood pressure goes up, cholesterol goes up. So now they're falling this way on the continuum. So they were around wellness, now they're falling towards that sickness side. Let's take the same person. So they're right here. This person decides to make some lifestyle changes. They start to exercise twice a week. So they start moving this way on the continuum. They lose a little bit of weight, so body fat percentage goes down, blood pressure is getting better, so they're slowly improving those measurements. And then they start to eat better, they change their diet, they start to eat some whole foods, so they start to move this direction. Then slowly they add a little bit more exercise to their routine. They start getting more sleep at night. So maybe 6 to 9 months later, maybe a year later, they end up over on this side of the continuum. So this same person gets injured, becomes more sedentary. They might gain a little bit of weight, so they start to fall just a little bit back on the continuum. So maybe they end up right here. So in these two scenarios, you have the same person. They could go that direction or that direction. Big takeaway from this is the point of the continuum is to focus on the training that you're doing. These biomarkers are used to chart your progress along the continuum, but you want to think of training as creating that buffer against sickness. You want, depending on what your starting point is, it doesn't matter. You want to start working towards the fitness end of the spectrum. So that's all I got for you guys today. That's the sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. And my name's Connor. So see ya.